That's awesome. Oh, on the other hive. Crap. Yes, I did, didn't I? Uh, I probably would have figured out when I looked back at this and been like, what the heck is going on? This is me not paying attention. Yes, I did miss a box. Okay. Trying to think of how we do this. Not a big deal. Let's put this up here. Grab this. That's going to squish the bees, so we'll just set this aside real quick. Okay, here we go. Phone's going crazy. I just looked it up. Small. Okay. Photography guy talking to me. Okay. All right, so let's get this on here. Okay. So, Poke Your Eyes Out Games. I was looking at movies. I know you told me to look at movies and stuff, man. I kind of really liked The Hobbit. A little different than The Lord of the Rings, a little bit more action oriented, a little bit more involving the different characters doing things, I thought, but also as a group. There's a lot of splitting up in Lord of the Rings, but that's one of the movies I liked a lot, was the Hobbit trilogy. I'm trying to think of other movies and stuff that I liked, but I just really love, like, because they all found like cool magic weapons and big battles and stuff, like there was in Helm's Deep as well. But quests, wow. Okay, these guys are a little bit more active. They don't like me open up that box, but I think we're gonna see something a little bit better. So the other hive too, by not having a queen, there was a break in the brood cycle where they weren't producing brood. So the other hive is still trying to catch up from not having a queen. Hopefully this hive, with having kind of a stable kind of a life or whatever, is doing a little bit better. Now again, I just wanted to poke in here and see kind of what it looked like as far as them collecting and all that kind of stuff. And I'm seeing a little bit of build up on here. Again, this was just a quick peek to make sure that I didn't have a whole bunch of frames of honey that I needed to prepare for, and I don't. So that's all I wanted to see in this one, just to make sure I didn't have a whole bunch of honey that was like overflowing and no place for it to go, which is not the case. So we'll put these guys back. Okay, just a quick peek, and there we go. Watch out, watch out. No, I hear some crunching. I hate crunching bees. Don't like smushing the bees. Well, that's great. My D&D setting is pretty much that in vain already. Don't need to tool too hard to get your game into. Awesome. Sweet, man. Yeah, we're talking about maybe doing some D&D, and this wouldn't be on my channel, but it would be a streamed D&D session, which I'm pretty excited about. I love to play some D&D, and Mr. Poke Your Eyes Out Games is very talented. Very much looking forward to that. Really good guy. Seems like he has a lot of fun, so we're thinking about doing something. Nothing guaranteed yet, but just kind of playing with some ideas maybe. So hopefully I'll have something like that to share with you guys. Okay. All right. So if you guys have some questions, go ahead, feel free to ask. Now's a good time. I'm going to kind of drink some water and take off some of my gear here. Then we'll be ending the stream. But we will raid today. We'll find someone to raid. So keep around for that. I'm going to make sure we share the love. We have a very awesome community here, and that's because of you guys. I really appreciate that. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain too. And so I love to bring you guys to other friends and stuff so you guys can meet some new cool people and learn some new things. We like to do a lot of crafting raids, crafting stream raids. Sometimes games too, depending on kind of who's out, who's around doing what. So interest is level low. Three-parter. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So Gigi, I'm in Central Florida, and we do beekeeping, blacksmithing, falconry, and eventually we'll get into mead making. So, oh, the entrance is a box low. Yeah, Scott, that'll be okay. Good catch, though. It'll mix things up a little bit. We could fix it, but it'll probably be okay. It'll be okay until next time. Well, you know what, now I think about it, it's going to mix stuff up in the inside of the hive. All right, guys, so we're going to fix that without a bee suit. What do you think? Do you think we can do it without getting stung? You guys may or may not know I'm actually allergic to bees. But sometimes I like to play with fire. So why do we need it? Hey, Seraphine Jane, thanks for the follow. Hey, Gigi, thanks for the follow. Oh, find some people tomorrow? Okay, cool. Yeah, sausage feeders, they're out here. So I actually do drive this road sometimes looking for bees. Like the Matrix. The Hobbit they made that had the 3 parts like Lord of the Rings, the one that the elves were like in the Matrix. I mean the movies. They fought some trolls. You know, they had some enemy encounters that they did. I also like that, like, they found these magic weapons, these old, almost like artifacts in the castle. So everyone got like a cool magic weapon they picked out, and people knew the story behind the weapons, which I thought was really neat. So how are we going to do this, guys? We want to get these hives switched. I think we'll pick up the pink one. We're going to set the honey super aside, then set and move. Okay. So I got this figured out. So we're going to pick up the honey super, move the honey super. So the reason why we need to do this is that these bees have built their home a specific way to keep the brood in a certain spot and the food in a certain spot so that the temperature is regulated correctly. And so this box is supposed to be on the bottom. And we need to get that box on the bottom. And my hive tool is over here, so I'm going to grab that hive tool. And so The brood should be towards the center, and we may just have warped it around so the food was closer up to the center, and the brood was up top. And that's going to affect the bees on how they keep their hive nice and cool, or nice and warm, regulate the temperature. And by not having this set up correctly, we could cause some real danger to the bees. This bee is not happy with me. So I'm going to put my stuff back on, at least a veil maybe, until that bee is very upset with me being around. So at least put on a veil. Keep you from getting stung in my face. I don't want to get my face stung. You know, other parts of my body aren't so bad.